Hey folks, Mike Foti here with Connect's #1 all-time customer gatherer, Christian Gousseau. Goose, welcome.
Thanks, Mike. Great to be here, as always.
Guys, this guy's in high demand. He's asked to do trainings now, to be on conference calls. I don't know how he keeps it all straight. He's our newest senior director in Connect. But again, he's the #1 all-time customer gatherer. He's got 665 personal customers. He's about to enter the 700 club, but the funny thing about it, he is the 700 club. There's not even a 600 club or a 500 club. He's going to be the only guy here. Anyway, Goose, welcome.
Thanks, Mike. Listen, it's great to be here. I appreciate being here with you and Deneen. I always value this time, and I just want to say that, we're going to do a lot today talking about what I do and how we do it and sharing all this good information. But I just want to take a second to thank, you and Deneen and all the other leaders, specifically you two and a lot of people on our team that have helped me get this great recent honor of a promotion to senior director. I'm super excited about it. I specifically want to thank my team. Over the last few months, I've been able to add some great people that helped me achieve this, Mike. Specifically, my two MDs, Bill Whitney and his mom, Joni Pizzio.
Bill and Joni, yeah.
Bill and Joni, and Joni's part of my world in two places together. They helped me get this, and all the people on my team. For the first time since I got in this business, I have a great group of people who helped me get to the point of where I'm at, and I'm extremely thankful and blessed that they helped me get to senior director. So I wanted to share that.
Awesome. Well, tell us a little bit about that life-changing event that happened 2 years and 8 months ago. You got a rather scary phone call, right?
I did. Mike, my world prior to Connect was working in a retail corporate world with GNC. I managed 27 stores. I worked 70 hours a week. I had great people, but for lack of a better way, Mike, I was never home. I was on the road a lot. I was constantly working from home, and my life changed. I was downsized out of that, and I had to do something. And as I was looking for other opportunities, one of our good friends, Dan Kelly.
Dan.
Great. Listen, I love Dan.
Dan the man.
Dan the man. One of my great basketball friends.
Yep.
He said, you should talk to this guy, Mike Foti. You and I met in Fort Washington. We sat down. You showed it to me. It made sense. And the rest is history, which we're going to talk about today.
Well, what I want the folks to hear is, how has your life changed, though, since, quite frankly, you now have an income 150% of what your salary was when you were working 70 hours a week? How has your life changed?
Well, Mike, besides what you just said right there, I'm around. That's the biggest thing. My daughters, who I love very much more than anything, 11 and 10 years old, Olivia and Sophia, I never miss a gymnastics tournament. I never miss softball. I never miss basketball. And I'm at all their school functions with my wife. And this was something that's even a running joke in my family, that Daddy wasn't there all the time. Besides what you mentioned with the earning potential, I am now around for my daughters and my wife. And that was a world I didn't have prior to Connect.
So you went from Daddy was not around to Daddy's always around. You know what that's called? It's called residual, bro.
I love it.
Residual.
It's powerful.
Wow. Okay, so listen, you guys are demanding to know what he says, how he says it, and to whom he says it, to become the #1 all-time customer gatherer in Connect's history. But before we do that, I want to highlight what I think is Goose's most amazing quality, which all of us can have, which is his consistency. Goose, in the last 2 years and 8 months, 32 weeks, there's never been 1 week gone by you haven't gotten 4 customers. Like, if your house burned down, you would call me and say, I got 4 customers. Like, mentally, how do you do it? What do you do?
Listen, the #1 thing, Mike, when we started was, you told me, and the words still ring true in my head, is stay consistent. No matter what with this business, consistency will win out. In fact, Mike, that's the #1 message I tell all my team members right now. No matter what happens, you'll run into things, stay consistent. So I basically, every week and every day, I am consistently working this business.
Oh, wait a minute. You have another job, though, right?
I do.
So people that say, I have another job, I can't work a stream business, you kind of contradict that, right?
Absolutely.
What do you do? Like, when you get home, like, what do you do?
Well, my other business, I'm up early. I'm at Trader Joe's, which is a fantastic company. I work very early in the morning. I'm home by mid-afternoon. But, Mike, here's the key to consistency. Every day when I get home from my other job, I immediately go into my Connect business of what I need to do. I look at my list. I look at who I need to do. And Mike, it's a discipline. It's a consistency. People will say, you got to do something every day. That's great. We hear it. But I literally do that. Every day, I am putting some time in, Mike, to this when I get home from my other job.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's amazing. And your motivation is you see the reality of Connect's Customer Plus program, which you guys out there in Connectville know that you earn $200 per month for every 15 qualified customers. So you can take his 665 customers and divide it out and get an idea how blessed he is because of Connect's Customer Plus program. Now, okay, so let's get into it. Let's get it. The first thing I want you to tell the folks out there is, what do you say to people? Like, you're the number one guy. What do you say to people that makes you that?
You have to go, and Mike, I love that. Anytime I've done an interaction, a training, a help, a conference call, it's the number one question. What do you say? And what I tell people is...
Well, wait a minute. Sorry to interrupt. I want to role play. I'm the customer.
Let's do it.
Go for it. Ring, ring.
Let's do it. Mike, how are you?
Hey, what's up, Goose? How you doing?
How you been?
Good. What's going on?
Family's good?
Yeah, everything's good.
Listen, I haven't had a chance to connect with you recently, but I just wanted to, talk to you for a few minutes. I have something I want to share with you. I have something for you.
Well, tell me. What is it?
Well, listen, I don't know if you know a little bit about what's been going on in my world and what I've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
I know we haven't spoken in a while, but I have a business right now that I am so passionate about. And listen, Mike, I have to tell you, I almost apologize. I talked to so many people about this. I should have called you already. I'm sorry I haven't reached out to you.
Well, you piqued my interest. What is it? What are you talking about?
Well, listen, there's an opportunity out there, okay, for me to help you with something that you do every month anyway.
What do I do every month?
You pay an electric bill, correct?
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, I am one of those guys. I am one of those people that helps people save a little bit of money every month on a life essential. Now, before you say anything,
I think somebody knocked on my door about that.
Mike, listen, you're preaching to the choir here. This is what I tell people. We all get the door knockers. We get the junk mail. We get the calls at dinner time about this. But that's what I do. Most people are like, Goose, that's what you do? That's the business that I do. And everybody should listen, but not to a stranger, not to a piece of mail, not to a cold caller. It's a valuable service, but I want to do it for you because you and I have this connection. I want to help you out, save you a little bit of money, and let me be the one to take care of it for you.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'd rather you do it than a stranger. I've known you forever. But what is it? Like, what are you talking about specifically?
It's very seamless. It's a wonderful service. And if you get a copy of your bill, I'm going to walk you through it. I'm going to manage it for you. It's deregulation, Mike. You are allowed to shop for a lower supply charge on your gas and electric. Okay. But here's the good news. Most people don't really understand how it works. I'm going to walk you through it. I'm going to keep it very quick, very seamless, and very easy. And it's something that I think you'll find very beneficial.
Well, I mean, I have heard horror stories about high rates, like,
Mike, listen, I'm glad you said that. I'm going to give you a little stat, if you don't mind. If every 10 bills I look at, 4 people out of those 10 have another supplier on there. Have this, what we're talking about. Out of those 4, 3 of them are usually what you just mentioned, a higher rate. And it's because people don't pay attention to it. They miss their renewal. I am going to take care of this for you. I'm going to manage it for you. Oh. I'm going to make sure that you always stay lower and fixed. Mm-hmm. And if not, I will call you and we'll figure it out together. But I'm going to take care of it for you.
Wow, so you got my back.
Always.
Wow. Guys, this is gold. You got to get this to your teams. Hitting the forward button here. Now,
be passionate.
Now, that's what I want to talk about now. That's what you say. Tell me how you say it. Like, I mean, I know you're excited, but elaborate on that a little bit.
Mike, the way we just role played it, people might say, wow, they're just doing that. No, that's how every conversation goes. I am not calling them to ask them for a favor. I'm calling them because I have something I want to give them. I mean, who doesn't want a gift? And here's the other thing, Mike, that's really important. You're giving them something, but you have to be passionate about it. So I give you two things here. You're giving them something that's a gift, but you want to be excited and tell them how much you love this business. When people hear this, they will appreciate your success and they'll want to be your customer.
Wow, I love it, guys. Are you seeing the passion? It's contagious, and people want what he's got. Okay, so we talked about consistency, critical. We talked about what you say, how you say it. Who do you call to get 665 personal customers? Like, who do you call?
Again, everybody always will say the same thing. Man, how do you know that many people? It's not how many people. We all, can go on our phone and see 500 to 1,000 contacts. But focus on your spheres of influence, Mike. So what I tell, in regards to me, let's go with some obvious. Talk to your family.
Number one.
Family should want to support your business. Talk to your friends.
Number two, obvious.
Friends/acquaintance, but good friends who want to support you. For me, I have a great outlet in sports world. I've coached, I play. All my friends in basketball and tennis, they all support
Number
me.
three, I know you're in a basketball league Wednesday nights. Or how many of those guys are your customers?
They're all customers. In fact, Mike, a great follow-up point to that is, which one of my basketball buddies that introduced me to this business. So there's your sphere of influence.
Okay, so that's three. Family, friends, sports.
Yep.
Give me number four.
My parish and my church, very dear to my heart.
Church.
My kids are in Catholic school.
Okay.
My parish is a close-knit community. They support us.
Wow. Anybody else? Number five.
Number five, I have a wonderful company I work for, Trader Joe's. That is my other job that we spoke about. Many of them are customers. In fact, some of them are now Connect associates.
Oh my gosh.
So, what a sphere that is.
So, yeah, how many people that you work with at Trader Joe's have an electric bill?
100%.
Okay, obvious joke. But then there's a sixth part to your sphere of influence. So I want you to elaborate on that. Myself and Deneen and others have experienced amazing success. That's networking groups. Talk about
Absolutely.
your networking group.
I didn't know anything about a networking group. It wasn't my world. And I think you and Deneen might have been the first ones to mention it to me. So I'm very lucky to be part of one, a BBN, Brandywine Business Networking Group. And I meet every Tuesday. But here's the power of the networking group, okay? These people aren't my lifelong friends. It's referrals and it's downline. So I joined a group that meets once a week.
Yep.
I not only have all the business of the group members, but they have sent me almost like a tree branching out, 3 and 4 generations of people in those groups who now help me out because I'm the energy guy. I'm the guy that can help them out. So networking groups will open you up to people, Mike, that you don't even know. But because you're in that group, you will branch out even further.
Yeah, I can testify to that,
Powerful.
guys. Deneen and I have been involved in networking groups. Over the last 4 years, we've gotten over 200 customers. They're invaluable. You're missing the boat if you're not part of a networking group, and there's just dozens of them all around you. All right, Goose, a couple more things. I want you to talk about follow-up. It's a topic that's seldom discussed. Bro, how do you manage 665 customers?
Well, listen, again, another fantastic point to, show people and teach people is follow-up. Everybody knows what follow-up is, so I sometimes will challenge people on my team. How many of you are actually following up? Now, we're very lucky. We have a tremendous back office with our, Connect Central that actually has everything. And one thing I would say is, show your team members how to use it. It's not like we're writing these down on scrap paper and checking for renewal dates.
Right.
Okay? But the follow-up is also, and here's the best thing I tell people, not to text, pick up the phone and call people. Pick up the phone and call your customers. It might be a renewal. It might be asking for, another family member as a customer. But follow up. Every day I look at my list of people that I need to call. Some are already customers, some are potential. But you got to do it every day, and you got to use what our company gives
So when you
to us.
call a customer for renewal, what's their general attitude? Are they like, oh my gosh, I forgot, or thank you? What do they say?
Well, it's right what you just said there. It's thank you for taking care of this. Hey, Goose, I appreciate you doing this for me. I'm looking forward to the next renewal. And you listen, you take care of people, they will be with you forever.
Awesome. Okay, now I'm gonna like spank Goose here a little bit, but he's a tough guy. Goose, you've been doing it 2 years and 8 months, and quite frankly, for the first 2 years, you've done it wrong, right? You focused your laser beam, your amazing credibility and talents on customer gathering.
Right.
What changed 6 months ago that put it in high gear and promoted you to senior director?
Wow. I mean, listen, that's the question of the day right there, Mike. I mean, listen, as we've said, customer gathering and sharing the service with people was always my strength. So in the last year, the last 8 months or so, you and Deneen and some other great leaders in this company, you know, always challenged me. But then I'll share something else with you. I don't know if I ever told you this, Mike. When I met Rob Snyder for the first time out in Fort Washington, he shook my hand. He said, Goose, thank you for what you do. I hear you do an amazing job. Pay it forward. So I went home, Mike. I had a conversation with Krista, my wonderful wife, and I said, it's time, as you said, to shift the laser beam a little bit. We're always going to get business that way, but we need to, you know, expand this out. We need to share this opportunity with others. So over the last 8 months, I've been blessed, again, through great leadership, you and your wife and others, and helping me in team building to bring some wonderful people into my business and organization.
Wow.
And honestly, it's like nothing else. I will always get customers, but when you can help other team members like I'm doing now have success, I mean that's awesome. That's just a wonderful thing. So I shifted it a little bit.
Yeah.
And you can always do both.
Yep, guys, it's not about customer gathering. The #1 customer gatherer in the history of Connect will tell you that. It's about building a team, because customer gathering can change your life, but building a team can change generations of your family.
Wow.
Goose, you inspire us all. Great job, amazing. Great to know you, buddy.
Absolutely. Thank you as always.
All right.
Great to be here, Mike and Denise.
Guys, share this video.